You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AfterBuzz TV for Bad Girls Club. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest Bad Girls Club news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, it's AfterBuzz TV for Bad Girls Club.
I get it. Yeah, that's right, I said it. Live the life you wish you had. The sugar, spice, and everything. But bad girls like it so tough. Don't you wish you could roll it up? Lots of haters can't get enough. Welcome to the Bad Girls Club. Bad girls.
Yo, what up, AfterBuzzers? It's your boy DJ Jesse Janity here in the AfterBuzz TV booth. We just got finished watching the last final episode of the Bad Girls Club. So sad.
No, but, just such a reprieve where we get January 23rd. What a pleasant surprise. We're going to be right back in business.
Oh, and I'm actually really surprised because Bad Girls, they are really quick with their seasons. However, this is really, really quick. So I'm very excited.
I think when you have different casts, you can do that.
Absolutely.
You can do it. And it almost in a way started with Real World because Real World didn't go once a year. It's more semi-annual. It's right. It's like twice a year at least they do it. That's why they've had so many seasons, and it's been around 12 years. But they've had 20 some odd seasons. But they started it, and then of course the Housewives took it to a whole other level where now they're always on the air no matter what. It's really smart business, actually.
So do you think? Do you guys think that Bad Girls is picking up on what they have actually and kind of saying, yo, let's make this huge?
Yes.
And they're just going to start shitting these out?
They should.
Yeah. And
keep different
Squeeze out
places.
as much money as
as we've all
possible.
talked about, I cannot see them not doing an All-Star.
Right.
No, I can't see it.
How many seasons do you guys honestly think that this show could go? Do you think it has like the stability of the Real World of... I mean, Survivor's on 23, Real World's on 26, Big Brother's on like 17, 18. Like, it's crazy, these shows.
I totally believe it could.
Yeah, I mean, it's their highest rated show or highest watched show.
The only thing that makes me kind of worried is because it's on the OWN network, on Oxygen. A lot of people don't get it. I know it's huge on the internet as far as downloaded, watching it virally, so... Maybe that's the way that they're going to have to turn to.
Well, I think it's smart of them to show us previews right at the end of this one while we're still excited about it instead of waiting.
Oh, excuse me. Someone has a call. Is that you, Cam? Do you want to take your call?
Judy.
My family's stuck in Hawaii, sorry.
By the way, Jess, introduce Kevin Undergaro here.
I was going to. We started
Please,
getting on a
we all got crazy.
So we're just so excited here. But yes, we have Kevin Undergaro over here, reality expert. Across from him, we have...
Trashy reality expert, excuse me.
The lovely, good girl here at AfterBuzz TV, Stephanie Bauer, with a bad, dirty mouth. I'm just kidding. We keep that a secret. And next to him, we have him, Cameron
Come on,
Marston.
keep it real, Jesse.
I'm keeping it real.
No, I'm keeping it 100%
No,
real.
and this...
Actually, 110%.
We promised everybody we were going to keep everything 100% real
yeah,
tonight.
no, we all got on the same page and said from here on in, and I think it's going to carry over through Vegas where we're all going to stay. We're going to keep it
all right,
100.
No more talking about Vegas till we get to predictions because I have so much to say. Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, that is our prediction, is a whole new season.
Just please tell me you're going to be able to play a Stassi song at some point in this podcast.
I didn't want to start out with this.
All right, okay. Sorry.
I have it lined up.
Nice,
but we have a lot of
a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah, a lot of ground to cover and a lot of audio to play as the Bad Girls have given us so much. So let's jump into it. Perez, we started back with Nastasia, Tasha, and Priscilla. Perez provokes them some more, says, hey, Nastasia, it seems like you run Tasha and Priscilla. Tasha made the comment, no, I think Stassi needs to run a treadmill.
Yeah.
Do we think now? Here's where our first confrontation here at the AfterBuzz studio is going to get involved. To me, I do kind of feel all the girls are a little all talk. Priscilla being one of them. I feel that Priscilla knows what battles to pick. I think that she's hung around tough people, so she knows how to act and how to intimidate somebody, but she chooses which battles to fight.
Yeah, she's very quiet sometimes. You don't even hear a peep out of her when you think you would.
I'm inclined to agree, only because you guys have such conviction. But what examples you seen? Because all I saw of this girl was lay the worst beating on anyone I've ever seen.
But on Judy. Judy.
But I always said her and Angie never backed down to anybody. I never saw them back down to anybody. They got right in people's faces. But where is it with Priscilla that you can give me an example of where?
As far as backing
where
down?
where she picked her fights, okay, I get it, she attacked Judy, and Judy's not a fighter, but where did she back down?
She got in an argument with Angie. She got in an argument with.
But she went at Angie. We saw it tonight. She had no problem going at her.
Tonight on the reunion, but on the show she didn't. So. But I want to actually take a fan call. I want to hear what they have to say as far as these fights go. So, Carla, we have you on the line. What's your name and where are you from? Oh, I guess we lost them. Not a bad go.
I was gonna say welcome back.
See, just
Please
when I do
come
my
in.
shows, when I don't take the calls.
Yeah, you know what? No
I
problem.
go again. I know. This may not a good thing since we advertise it, but no.
But it's just something about Priscilla. Even watching her in this reunion, the way she stared at Tiara, and it was so funny because I'm kind of jumping ahead, but Tiara confronted her. Priscilla confronted Tiara, and Priscilla stares the person down what are you gonna say? What are you gonna do? I don't believe that. To me, that's somebody who's trying to intimidate you so much,
intimidating.
so you don't want to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I think Priscilla's smart enough to know how to read somebody's body language. Tiara didn't back down because she confronted her about, did you think that was funny about the milk and cereal?
And Tiara just, kind of brushed it off yes, I did, bitch. What do you mean?
Yeah, she totally brushed it
Tiara
off.
moved to the edge of the seat, and she went down to her shoe buckle. She wasn't backing down. I'm sure there was some stuff edited out too, but I think Priscilla is smart enough to know. She's also, like I said this before, compared to all the rest of the girls, she's probably the ugly duckling. And, when you're not the prettiest girl, you don't have much to lose when it comes to fighting anyway. But again, I think she's smart enough to pick and choose her battles.
Right.
Yeah, Kevin, I don't think it's backing down. I think it's just not getting involved when she could because she's picking her battles.
I honestly don't believe she really wanted to get in that physical fight with Angie tonight.
No.
I think she had to because she played the role of getting up and, she kept standing up. Whenever someone said something, well, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to beat my chest. To me, that's all you're doing is just the real silent killer is someone like Angie who doesn't have to prove anything, who when you're in her face, she just still continues to eat.
No, she's my hot tamale.
To me, I think Angie
Yep.
and
Gangster. That's why I love her.
We'll get into that.
Well, I think you're right. Well,
but I mean, all I saw was Priscilla just go right at her. That's all I saw. I mean, you guys might see something different. She went right at her. Her body's very tight. She's she's just a little ball of muscle, and she just went at her. And what I will say is, it seems like Angie got the better of her because Angie opened her up. I mean, she had a cut on her forehead after it was over.
It's funny, they walked out together. They walked out next to each other.
Well, I think, they all had to go on the same path.
But just those two walked next, and I didn't even see them looking at each other.
You know what, though? I'm going to say this. They're Bronx girls. They were New York girls.
That's
And the thing about
different deal.
East Coast is very we're going to fight because you opened your mouth. You really felt you were slick enough to say that. Bam, I talk. It's exactly why Priscilla didn't yell and scream at Judy again. You know what I mean? And Judy.
I proved it.
Wait, where's Judy? Judy's from Chicago. So actually, I got to give her credit too. But that's just how the East Coast is. It's we handled our business. We took care of that. You saw what happened. We're done with it. If you want to continue it, we'll do this outside on a different.
Well, there's another facet. Priscilla had to stand up because your trophy is that you beat up Judy, the weakest girl in the house.
Right.
So you got to stand up for yourself. I think she had to stand up to Angie in that sense. I mean, if you're going to go that route, otherwise, just because you beat up Judy, you're a bad girl. For me, I mean, as far as reputation goes, because when you have a reputation, you got to maintain it.
Because I don't know. What do you think? Do you think Stassi versus Priscilla? Who's winning that fight?
Stassi.
I don't know.
Just by
Stassi's
weight.
just bigger.
Not
Yeah.
that she's a better fighter, but if you have enough weight behind you.
Right. Yeah, all depends on the conditions.
Yeah.
I'd have to know. See, Jesse, if I were managing the fight, how big is the ring? Loosen the ropes. There's all different
Because
like ways
Priscilla's
to
kind
play.
of fast. She got some speed, but as long as if Stassi connects, and it's a done deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking about making connections, there was Twitter beef with Tiara and Tasha over Mr. Dreadhead. I think I love the way Tiara just brushes bitches off. I think it's so funny. Like Tiara's, all Tasha kept saying is, "You have to prove to me. Tell me what it is." All you had to say was you wanted him. Tiara said, "Bitch, I don't need to tell you."
Why?
nothing."
We're not friends. I owe you nothing.
Yes.
We're not friends. We're not. We don't. We don't even. We're not even acquaintances. Really, we're enemies. If anything, I owe you nothing. And I just love how she owned it when she got the guy. Because remember, she was just like, she told the guy, "No, you walk out with me, holding
But
my
I love-
arm."
I love
like
how-
she was in control, which is great.
Little puppy dog.
Yeah.
But in the reunion, Tasha's like, I didn't even want him anyway. I don't care.
Yeah.
But she wanted
Totally.
10%.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And she did want him. That's ridiculous. She
Yeah.
kept talking
She
about how
wanted him,
fine
but
he
she
was.
said she didn't. She said she didn't sleep with him. And who knows if she didn't just want him to. But I mean, I've been in that position before, where I've seen girls just take a guy away, just to hurt the other
To
person,
imply.
and then they're not even really.
Oh,
into
yeah.
the guy.
That's exactly what I think
Well,
Tiara.
Yeah,
didn't she
that's
say
all it
that?
was.
That's
Yeah.
what she said.
Yeah,
But-
but I believe her. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think if Tasha, if that guy came over, no, she wasn't going to sleep with him the first night, but I believe
It would have been
yes,
an ongoing
absolutely.
thing.
The second, third night, let that man have came over. Are you kidding me? What? I like dreads, gold teeth, black cards.
No,
like-
you're talking about Priscilla.
I'm talking about Tasha.
Oh, Tasha.
Tasha.
Oh, okay.
Tasha Miss Persian classy.
Because yeah, she was like,
Wait, why am I?
it was Tasha.
Tasha, I'm sorry. I'm missing up Tiara. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm missing up the names. Yes,
And I-
100%. No, yes, Tasha in a second would have.
100%.
She would have banged him all over the place. Not even like.
I mean, she followed him up the
But
stairs.
Tiara said she didn't, and I believe her. And I think for Tiara, it was just more like, I'll have a little fun with him, but the real intention is to
I'm
stick
gonna
it
bring him
to
over. Yep.
and stick it to Tasha and teach Tasha a lesson. By the way, I've been on the receiving end of that. I mean, I had a girl in college that was like, I was all excited. She was just doing
And you
it.
didn't get anything.
Nothing. She just wanted to take me away from the roommate.
To imply it.
Yeah. But that's okay, because you know what? Angie's not going to do that to me
Well, speaking
when we're
about
together.
inviting over,
Yep.
Shelly, the big Perez brought up that Shelly had brought her girlfriend over. I wish he kind of touched more on how Shelly felt about Tasha and Priscilla making all those comments about the girlfriend.
I think it was spliced
Well,
out.
here I read Shelly's blog that she wrote after the reunion, and she said it was great to see Tasha and Priscilla again. She said Priscilla looked amazing, blah blah blah. But she said for Tasha apologized to her, and she said it was forgiven and it was appreciated. But she said she doesn't really care, and she doesn't. And Tasha said, I consider you a good friend. Shelly says, I don't consider her a friend. I can't fully respect someone who does not fully respect my life and my future. So that's what she said after the show.
I agree with that.
So,
That's basically what Perez said, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Perez is such a Shelly sympathizer.
Yeah,
well,
because she's gay.
Because her advocacy for gay rights, which I just think is just, I still say it's just so
Phony.
phony and overdone, and just me, look at me, see, it's the right man complex. Like she knows she it can't be disputed. If you dispute her, you're the villain.
Yeah.
And so for that, it just seems like Perez is under her spell, because he really pulled his punches with her.
Yeah, and you saw he took them out with Tasha.
Tasha.
Right.
We'll get to that. I just thought, with the Shelly and her girlfriend situation, I thought it was funny that she didn't introduce her to Judy, and Judy's like, I don't give a fuck. But I want to get your opinion on this, because on the real world, we just had a incident here in San Diego where one of the roommates screwed this guy in the shower, the bathtub, like all over the house. To me, now Shelly was upset with Judy for screwing in the confessional, while Shelly was screwing in the shower. To me, both equally wrong.
Yeah,
You
we
have the
all
bet
feel
in the
we all
house.
feel the same way. It's just Shelly. Just again, please, I want to exist. Look at please somebody. I'm valid. Just anything. I still say that first beef with Judy just said exactly who Shelly was. I mean, it's a big deal. Judy's picking up a guy. You're out. You're drinking. Like she's doing the right thing, having fun. We're at a club. She meets a guy. He's cute. You better get with the family. Nah. Just immediately attacking. Like how many of those like. Again, I've dealt with too many of those people in my life.
Yeah, that
and from
person's
day
annoying.
One, annoying. And so, like,
go ahead.
Again, just like it's just what I've been saying it 12 shows in a row.
And
because I keep it 100% real.
And to keep it 100%, just so if you haven't been listening to our shows, there was a video released showing that before they even went to the club, Shelly made the comment to Judy, "Stop hanging around me. We're not. This isn't a family. You're here to like go out, party, do your own thing." And for her to make that, ridiculous.
Yeah, 100%.
Talking about a walking contradiction, Perez confronts Tasha about using the word "getty," in which she derived from the word "faggot." They showed Tasha's gay montage where Priscilla made the comment that she doesn't like Shelly calling her baby, which to me is like, you have insecurities of yourself to think that Shelly's, even though I do think
Jesse, you don't understand. Tasha's a Christian girl with class.
You're right.
So it's like when you're Christian and you've got class, then you understand that you just can't. You can be friends with gay people, but you don't acknowledge their right to exist.
I cannot
right?
understand what gay person would be. I mean, I'm like I consider myself very calm.
I bet you she doesn't
individual.
really have any gay friends.
Yeah.
Maybe
But she says she has lots of them.
This is what I'll say.
She says her perception, maybe.
I'm glad her and Priscilla stuck up for what they said, though. They stood behind it, and they didn't back down to some celebrity who was calling them out on it. They could have been like,
I'll
know,
give them that.
we're
No.
sorry.
I give her that for being committed. You're right.
I mean, if you say something, stick by it and own it,
Right.
and a lot of people don't and wouldn't have in front of
does.
Perez Hilton, and they did, and I was just glad they did.
Just
so we'll at least
test
give her
your
that.
theories before you come on national television. No, I don't know. That whole Christian thing. It does bother me, but
Yeah.
I'm not a Perez type where he turned it into his own little crusade for me.
Yeah.
And I'm not about that.
And again, is he guilty
Yes.
of
Can we please talk about
the
this?
Shelly thing to at least to a degree where it's like I have something I can run with. I can be 100% in the right if on this whole bully campaign that I'm on. Nobody can dispute me. If you dispute me, you're
the villain.
instantly the villain. And where I've basically been America's heel for whatever the last 5 years, this at least gives me my I am good.
Whatever.
Is that what it is, or do you guys think that he's keeping it 100?
Well, I think it's actually a mix of. Honestly, I do think it's a mix of both. I think he's so passionate about it because he probably has been picked on, and it really is probably a sore spot in him, not even a soft spot. And I'm sorry. I mean, I'm totally the type of person like say whatever words you want to say. They're just words. I understand though that there are people out there who, if you do use the N-word, they really do take it to heart because they understand where that came from, why it was used.
It's a terrible word, and it's terribly. You can just see. I've had friends, be called that word, and to see, especially to be growing up in an area that was very divided race-wise. And, you just see, I've just seen the life come out of somebody's face when they've been called that. And I haven't seen it I've not been in the presence of a gay person being called a faggot, but I can only imagine it's just the same thing that's just like,
to me, it's who it comes from, and the only reason it offends me. I mean, and I don't. She could say all she wants because to me, she's trash, and you just listen to the select words that she does use. Slut comes out of your mouth all the time. Like you use trash words, so you can keep saying classy. You're just trying to balance out.
Oh, we know what she is.
But I don't give them credit for sticking up and standing by what they were saying because you're not even looking at it from any other point of view. What you're saying is wrong. I don't care if people call you whatever she said terrorist. It's still wrong. And someone came to you and explained why it was wrong. And not even just Shelly. Other girls in the house were like, that's ignorant. And then Shelly and Tasha both got upset with Cheyenne for making the black comment. in the car. Everyone got upset with her for making that comment. And so to me, it's just like, other people are ignorant, but you're not ignorant. That's where it bothered me with that whole situation, for them not to understand it, and then for them to like parade around afterwards about it. It was just like,
But she's never gonna. I think
No.
she's never. That girl's never gonna get. I mean, you're not. No one's getting through to that girl. So I think seeing her, the only thing admirable is that. Listen, if she was going to be genuinely own up to it, I think Stephanie, would you agree? If she was going to genuinely own up and say, you know what, God, guys, I really was wrong. But if she was just going to say it to placate to Perez, I'm with you, Stephanie.
Absolutely.
I prefer to be an honest piece of shit.
Yeah, honest piece of shit. Yeah, really.
Because we have so many phony pieces of shit, especially in Hollywood. Oh, and I deal with them every day.
Yeah.
Shut my mic off, Jesse. I'm about to. I mean, every effing day, phony pieces of shit. As opposed to, I'd rather you just be straight and come up to me and be like,
That's
no,
what I was
I don't
saying.
like you. I think you're this. Yeah.
That's
Because
all
you know
I was
what? You only show yourself, like all she did was show herself to be a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So it's really better for everyone. Would option C have been best for her to have a come to Jesus moment and go, you know what? I was really wrong. I became friends with Shelly. I went on this journey. I learned, and what I thought beforehand, what I think now, two totally different things. And actually, we've seen this in some of these
Shelly
reality
was just
shows.
the wrong gay person to have on the show to teach anybody.
Yeah. Right.
She's not the best advocate.
What bothers me, and Cam can speak on this, we do the A-list Dallas. It bothers me, do not use the word Christian. We have on there a gay man who calls himself a Christian, and it's just a whole bunch of hypocritical actions that they do.
It's called being Christian.
She's a Christian, but you're using a judgmental word. So if you want to say that you follow the Bible so strictly, you're still judging
Jesse,
people.
however you slice it, she's heinous. Nobody, yeah. She is. Just needs a ball nose and her exploding shoes. She's a clown.
I mean, I don't like her, but I could actually respect her more if she just admitted, because she actually denied the connection between spaghetti and faggot in the beginning until they showed the clip, and then that's when she started explaining, well, I have gay friends, and I would respect you more if you just said from the beginning, I just faggot.
Yeah.
I just use words, vocab.
It's just another meaning for faggot.
I don't think she came off very well. I think if
and I blame her parents for that.
I think people know what she is, and I don't think she came off in a way where people are going to go, yeah. And again, it's just sad that the Christian people that like her, that hide behind that, and the Christians that get behind that, you're not changing them anyway. Mm-hmm. They're it's sad that there's people like that in the world, and I fear we've got another 50 to 100 years of it. Sad.
I loved Judy's comment towards when they were talking about Cheyenne and the Black Club comment. The fact that Judy's the only person that said, I mean, really, because we all sat here when we watched that episode, we know what she meant to say. It just came out wrong.
Right.
And Judy said the same thing. I know what she meant to say. I don't hate her. She's a cool girl.
Yeah, I was glad Judy did that.
And Judy said what I've been saying for years, that hood rat clubs are cracking. Because they are. But that's how she got Mac, Real, and then the other guy, we don't know his name. But, because she's got the pink Creole pussy.
I love how she said none of us knew his name. That made it better. None of us knew it. None of us. Not one of us.
So. And by the way, just Cheyenne, it's just like they say boring, I say more normal, and just didn't belong here.
Yeah, she was very normal. I liked her, but she did not belong.
Just didn't belong. A hippie chick in a bad girl's house? No.
All right, let's talk about your girlfriend. Cam, did you think Angie was a flip-flopper?
Wait, back up. Do you think that Angie had fake breasts?
No, she's just.
I think she's.
It's her fat.
100% real.
Yeah, they were her gained weight boobs.
Yep, I think she kept it 100.
For me, Tasha's pretty, but I think Angie for me was the sexiest. I just didn't like her choice in clothing, and her voice.
When she got, I love her voice. Her voice is amazing.
Voice made me want to shoot myself.
Love her voice.
I'm from Washington Heights, so I love that Bronx accent.
I love it, and the attitude.
It wasn't the Bronx accent.
Oh, you think I'm gonna
pet up?
No, I'm a go-go dancer, bitch.
Pero Shelly, stop crying.
Although we'll get to it at the end, but I do think Angie is a little bit of a fronter, and she
what?
kind of. I saw a glimmer. Yep, we'll talk
No,
about it.
what? Jesse's my wife.
I understand, but we'll talk about it.
What are you talking about?
I don't think she's a flip flopper though. I believe that she's like, number one, she had to have seen past episodes, so she knows what this show is about. I mean, do you really think you're gonna come off this show with true friends? I mean, I value I have more self respect and dignity to know that I'm not gonna go into
on
that
this show.
situation that
Yeah, I mean,
blindly.
this show, Jesse, you've educated me. I didn't know. I was just casually watching, and then when Jesse said, "Kevin, at the end of the day, it's a competition.
Yeah.
It's who's the baddest bitch in the house." So clearly, when people go into this, it's kill or be killed.
And when Tiara won the fan favorite, I love how she turned it into the award for baddest bitch in the house.
Yeah.
They're like, Tiara's the fan favorite. She's like, yeah, I won baddest bitch in the house. Like, no one ever said that.
But
You're
I do
just
have
the
to,
fan favorite.
Well, I guess we can talk about it at the end. I do believe she was the baddest bitch in the house. Why? She got somebody out without having to even raise a
That
fist
was
to them.
amazing. Yeah.
That was, yep. That
Just
is
saying.
three
It was.
snaps.
And she never backed down from nobody, But anyway, so Angie, was she a flip flopper? I think she just did what she wanted to do. She didn't owe
Priscilla
anybody
said
anything.
she was team Angie.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all agree.
And Angie said there's I was team Angie, and I don't know. I don't hate her. I don't.
So
I don't
then
like
all of a
Punani,
sudden
so.
she came out of nowhere and said Priscilla made up lies about her afterwards. Do we think Priscilla had a little bit of jealousy towards Angie? Or do we think
I
that
do.
Angie
Yeah,
might have been a
probably.
little bigged up?
I think it had some Latina rivalry there.
Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, Angie was the prettier one, the more boom, boom, boom.
Voluptuous.
And so Priscilla all of a sudden stands up, beats her chest, didn't expect Angie to run towards her. And they started fighting.
Great fight. And, we have to give it to, I went to the scorecard and we went to Angie. Angie got it on points because she opened her up.
On points because if you rewind that, Priscilla did not punch her at all. It was all hair tugging.
Yeah, she just had her hair.
Angie knocked that bitch's head 4 times. She went boop 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 real hard. Like her fist was moving so. It was like if you take remember back in the day when you used to have put like playing cards in your like bicycle wheel. She like real hard. She's like, I'm getting this bitch open. So I love Priscilla for that.
So, but why do you think Angie? Why do you think she's fronting, Jesse? What information do you have?
Well, no, at the end I just didn't. When Perez went around and was like, "Oh, what is everybody doing?" Angie didn't have anything.
She goes,
to
"You'll
say.
see.
You'll see.
You'll
Bitch, we ain't gonna
see.
see nothing."
You're a cashier
That's
at
what
Forever
that means.
21."
Well, yeah,
That's what
in the
we'll
beginning
see.
they talked about
go-go dancer,
Priscilla.
making
Yeah,
money.
yeah. At first she was go-go dancing, and then he asked her if she was
Now-
dancing.
and
She's
she said
not
no.
dancing anymore, and then she said, "You'll see." So I was a little confused by that.
I kind of feel like
She came in as a go-go dancer.
Priscilla said she was a cashier at Forever 21.
Forever 21,
so
yeah.
she must know something we don't. But we'll see.
We will. But yeah,
I mean, we talk about it all the time. They pay these people nothing. They give them, they get their little weekly salary, and then they move back in their parents' house. And
Missouri.
They're all back exactly where they were,
since
except
we're talking
Judy.
about, let's just bring it up now. I mean, all of these girls seem to have these
Jewelry
lines,
lipstick.
coming out.
jewelry. Oh my god.
Clothing.
We had Shelly's just a bartender doing charity work.
Yes.
Mother Teresa,
Yep.
we'll call her
in Missouri.
in Missouri. Tiara, what was it? Bougie by Tiara.
Yeah,
lip gloss.
lipstick and lip gloss collection.
Okay.
And did she say she was doing a weave line too? What was that hair?
No,
toss?
that's they named
Perez
it her hair
mentioned
toss.
something
or
about doing
something.
a tiara line.
Yeah. Okay. That would be cute of her.
Stassi has obviously her music
I
career.
mean, amazing.
And I had to flip. Well, I mean, whether it's amazing or not, I had to flip because I didn't really like her most of the season, whether she can throw it on or not. But she admitted to the fact she saw this as an opportunity. That's all it
Yeah.
was for
Who
her.
did that?
Stassi.
to
She
further
said-
her
Okay.
business, she went
Yeah.
from bad to business.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to start doing, Jesse. Write that down for me, Jess, so I can remember for tomorrow. Yep. Here we go.
When was this?
Yeah, baby.
I thought it was old. Is it old or
No,
new?
it's like about September 25th.
I'm going to let you guys know. You know how we actually met Stephanie? At a Hood Rat Club. It was totally cracking. And I went up to her and I go, "What's up, girl?" And then that
Circus.
was it.
I was keeping it real,
Yeah,
100%.
I was like 100% real. And that's it. We just kicked it.
And he
then
knew I was the baddest bitch.
That's it.
All right, so this is very. I'll give her credit to the fact that it's very like down south.
It's very Trina. It sounds Trina.
It's like a wannabe Trina.
Yeah.
It's like we already have Trina, so we don't need you.
Yeah.
But I mean, the beat's cool, so.
And by the way, the lyrics, she's specifically attacking them in
The
the
girls.
all the girls in the house, right?
Didn't it look like it had footage from the actual show?
I don't think that was real. I think that they did that.
No, I'm
That's
watching the
really
video.
the video?
Oh yeah,
The
of course,
video
it's a
is-
video.
She was allowed to use all that footage?
So she was in
Oh, yeah,
cahoots with
Bad
the.
Girls is probably like, hell yeah.
Jess, how
girl, get it.
Jess, how many views do you see
Well,
on
this
YouTube?
isn't the actual one,
7.
so I have 5,369. That might be it, but
5,000 views?
yeah.
That's all right. By the way, how many like singers just kill themselves, and put their stuff up there like 200 views, 80 views? Like,
Yeah.
It's just like.
I just don't see it happening for
No.
her.
And you don't think totally not happening. So and she's dealing.
And she's writing a book.
She's intonating. She's dating a celebrity, and you said you flat out don't believe that.
I don't believe it
She
at
said I dated
all.
a guy 7'2". Like he's
She
got.
may be screwing a football player.
That's what I'm thinking. A basketball player.
And
What
may-
football player would screw her?
Don't you think? She said she likes really tall
Anybody in a-
guys.
Girl.
She might be on Real Housewives of Detroit.
We're talking about screwing, not dating.
Right. And we're guys. We're guys.
If it
We'll
walks,
put in
it's
anything.
eligible.
Didn't I tell you I'm marrying Angie?
She's
I'm done.
understandable.
I'm leaving the studio now to go and drive to. Where's Angie? I have to drive to
in
New York.
the Bronx.
Great.
Stephanie,
All right.
with
gas
men,
up the Prius.
with men, it's
I'm out.
quantity, not quality.
But
Yeah.
yeah, she's also
No.
writing a book. How do you think that's going
That's going to be
It's a
amazing.
fictional
It's a
autobiography.
fictional
Autobiography.
A novel.
He's like, so a novel?
Yep. I think it's going to be fantastic. It's going to fly off the shelves.
I gotta say though, I do think Cheyenne probably has the when it comes to like selling things. I like her.
Yeah, and she was
style.
wearing her
Well,
own
she has
jewelry.
real talent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and she was
it's
wearing
not
it.
it's not a fabrication.
And
She'll
Priscilla,
be okay.
Priscilla and Tasha are working on a clothing line together.
That's not going to do anything.
First of all, we've seen what Tasha wears on these damn episodes. Gonna be ball gowns.
Guys,
at like.
we didn't go over the.
No, we're going. We're gonna.
Oh,
go back.
please! I was going to say
Yeah,
about her like sexual escapades.
Oh, we're gonna go right back to.
Okay,
that's
sorry.
Our next topic, but I just want to finish up where they were since we got into it. But Priscilla said making clothing line, making money. Apparently, she's
That's
making
it.
money at a pizzeria.
Yep.
So really, the only one doing anything with themselves is Judy.
She's like, I have bookings.
She
I'm all
said it.
booked up.
No,
She's booked
she
up.
was so great because she just basically at the end was like, none of these bitches are on my level.
Yeah.
It was so great. Like she just was like, I came out of this the star, which she did. And, she's the one who's like, she's fast. There's just something about her.
And I gotta say, I think she will take Natalie Nunn's crown as the baddest bitch. Reason being, is
Maybe
because
most famous bitch.
Yeah,
most
not
famous
baddest.
because
Most famous of the bad girls.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Natalie wasn't really bad. But most famous of the Bad Girls Club because Natalie's kind of wanting to get away from all that. I think Judy's gonna.
She's gonna latch onto
Whoa, back up. Natalie wants to get away from the Bad Girls brand, but
Right.
she wants more fame. That's what she's
Definitely.
working toward.
Definitely.
So don't be so quick. So Natalie could. So let's just, Jesse. That being said, are you predicting that Judy, whatever Natalie's going to pursue, are you predicting that Judy's going to pass her?
As
terms
far
of all-
as
just-
far as
just-
what Natalie's trying to do.
Career, overall fame, and just talking business.
I'll jump on and say yes. I would.
You really?
I think Natalie would be a smarter businesswoman.
Yeah.
Judy's a drunk and an idiot.
So Natalie will remain the most famous of the Bad Girls.
Yes.
Jesse?
I think Judy will actually surpass her.
Judy's more likable.
Interesting.
Judy's younger. The only thing with Natalie is Natalie is really smart.
Yeah.
She has degrees, and the only thing is you started with this.
Yep.
It's really.
But
really
guys, if you are
hard.
smart, then you can. Bethany Frankel,
But I
very
would-
smart lady, and if you're smart, you can build off it. If you're a knucklehead,
But the-
then it's kind of like
Which I-
on your management.
This is where I'm coming from with it, though. I love Natalie Nunn. Don't get it twisted, because.
No, I know you do, Jesse. You sing her praises all the time here.
But I get upset with her because you say you don't want to be latched onto this, but Judy puts out a 15-second video clip
And
using your
boom.
name, and then we get a 30, 45-minute Ustream clip about why
Reply.
you're the baddest, and
Right,
and you're
so-
you're confronting somebody who's nowhere near your level, supposedly.
Right.
but you're acknowledging
Yeah.
it. And that stuff to me is what's going to keep you disliked. I mean, to me, her and Amber Rose had this huge battle. Amber Rose is like, okay, we're done with that. And now Amber Rose is on Wendy Williams.
Bethany
Amber Rose is,
doesn't still acknowledge the other housewives, and that's why she's gotten away from
Because she
it.
made $300 million
But-
on that deal.
But Jesse, but Bethany, if you look at her products and things like that, she was able to really think through how to parlay that. And I don't know Natalie, so I don't know if she has that ability. And it takes a lot to be able to. I mean, I do it every day. In my job, that's what I'm doing every day is building a brand. And the books and I've done the books and then and getting into clothing lines and all that stuff. It's really hard, and I'm telling you, and I've had success at it. It's really hard, and so I know because a lot of those I'll bump into a lot of those girls and at parties or in the guys too, and as we talk, they start asking for advice, and it's not easy. It's good that they have the fame, so out of the gate, I still think they're better off than the average person.
Oh, yeah.
But you really you have to have something in you, and Judy has something in her where that personality is just so fun and so lovable. She definitely has an it factor. But if they don't do all-star games, if they just do this love show and they don't do an all-star game, then I don't know where Judy's gonna end up.
well, apparently she has rap videos out as well.
Oh, okay. Well, I stand corrected.
And she hangs out
Because you
with
know what I
Gucci
heard,
Man
Jesse?
and-
There's not a lot of those out there.
No, there's not.
There's not a lot of
But
rap
you could
videos.
also flip it, and she could end up writing her own book, 'cause apparently she's a mess.
Out of all of them, I'd rather read her book.
And
Yeah.
that's what I mean, because she,
You're
for
right.
me, has always been the most genuine. Natalie came out fake as fuck.
People didn't like Natalie during
and,
the
and
fake,
Jesse
to have all
if-
those degrees,
if she's
and,
if she's saying like she's making that mistake that I see a lot of people make, even
Who is she?
actors.
Who are we talking about?
Natalie.
Oh, okay.
It seems to me, and I don't know her personally, but just sometimes they just overthink things. And my big thing is less think, more do.
Yep.
And
to me,
you're
that's what Judy
overthinking
is.
and plotting, and I think Judy's all do.
Yep.
And that's
Yeah.
great, but you know something? That's
say nothing.
Snooki, all do.
Yep.
Where's the situation running into problems, in my opinion, right now? Too much think.
Yep.
Too much think that you even see him last season confused. In Italy, he was absolutely confused. So much thinking, what do I do? What gives me my moment? What gives me, oh, wait, now they all really hate me and don't like me. Wait, that's actually not a good thing. That's actually bad for my brand. No, well, maybe it is good. No, I'll drop the shocker. I won't go to the next season. But wait, I need the next season because you can see this does not, his hard drive, which, of course is a little outdated, well, on the level of the Commodore 64. It was kind of, you could see him melting down.
Yeah.
And I think with Natalie, and I see it with actors too, stop thinking, just do. Stick with your heart, and so after you guys talking it up, I think you're right. I think it's Judy. If someone gets behind Judy and says, write these thoughts down, do this, because she could just drink it all away.
Right. No, absolutely.
Judy has the comedic appeal
Yeah,
and the
she's got the
younger
it factor.
appeal.
Yeah.
But I do see when she speaks, I do get a sense. I don't think she's dumb at all. I
No.
think she's actually very smart.
And I also don't think she's a bad person either. I
No,
always said the
she's
same
not a
thing
bad
about
person.
Snooki. Not a bad person.
And
I'll
for-
give it to Natalie. I think Natalie's a hustler, though. I mean, coming from where
Yeah.
she's from, granted, degrees or not, I think she's learned a good hustle.
Well, that's gonna help,
But
too.
to run away from the brand that she started with, you don't want to end up with this.
gotta
this
build
is beneath
on
me type
it.
mentality,
Yeah.
and then nobody's gonna want to work with you.
The baddest cookbook in the house or whatever it is, like whatever it's going to be. But again, we don't know what her dreams are, Jesse. She says she wants to act or whatever. It's like, if she wants to do that stuff, then, get in a play and I guess get away from the brand and kind of do something off Broadway, but
Yeah.
show people that you really can perform. And I don't discredit that. If that's really, I've seen, geez, it was the girl from the real world that did a great job in Social Network. That's really what she was. She was really an actress, and she ended up doing something with it. So if that's really what she wants, I don't know what's in her heart of hearts, but most of them just want another avenue to be famous.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, she has to reach inside of her soul. If that's the case, she just. If call it what it is, that's really you just want to expand your fame so you can make money, make a good living for your family. Then you gotta be a bad girl, and then create be like Bethany Frankel, build it into something else. So
speaking of brand,
so edge Judy, I think now after this conversation, I'm giving Judy the edge.
Perez brought up their sex life. We find out T has an F buddy. Stassi might be dating someone famous. Angie will screw the shit out of someone, but doesn't bring any stray dogs
I
home.
love that because that's how my wife is amazing.
Tasha has apparently slept with the whole
Why are you
football
laughing,
team.
Stephanie? Don't laugh.
She said she wants
Tasha, that was
she
amazing.
wants a lot of kids, so she will sleep with 8 different dudes, but
Dude,
she
yeah.
will keep it classy and know their names.
Okay, and what
Are you
about
kidding me?
now? She was a recruiter for the football team, so she
And a
probably
nurse.
she probably was because she likes football players so much. One of those people that was like, you know, so when they brought in like the freshmen or whatever, she was the one showing them around.
Yep.
Showing them around.
Showing them around.
Giving them
But
the tour.
I want to ask you guys this: was she
My
just?
Persian pussy.
So I believe that's the truth. Here's where I like to know what's truth or fiction. When she tells them, "I did 3 at once," was that her telling the group so she could be cool and be bad,
Yes.
No.
or was that her being honest?
I really think that was her being honest. And
But
And
she-
in her honesty, that's her. Like, you know, this is what.
So she
this
did
is
3
what I'm
three
about.
football plays at once.
You know.
You believe that?
but she won't fess up to it now.
well, she didn't
Well, I don't
fess
know,
up
maybe
to
she was
it.
dating them at once,
Stassi
who
brought
knows?
that up.
But
for her to sit there
earlier
and
she
say,
had said that to them. Was she saying it, Jesse, to say you bitches think you're bad? You think you're so cool?
I think in the moment, I think when she was telling them that story, they were probably all kicking it, like
Yeah.
having a good time, being
So-
open,
so it
talking
was
about
true.
their sex
Truthful.
life. And she was like, "Oh my god, like I banged like these 3 dudes," and she probably used the N word there too. But for her to sit there on national television and say, "I want a lot of kids. I will screw 8 different people."
I don't care if it's 8 different
8
daddies.
different dads.
Are you kidding me? Sweetie, rewind this whole episode back and watch it over and then
Go forth and sow your oats.
girl, I cannot with her. But anyways, and then we have Judy, who slept with Mac, Real, someone
Who
else.
cares? Guys do it all the time. This
Yeah.
is me as a
No,
as a
'cause she's
queer,
got
but
pink Creole
whatever.
pussy.
Girl, get it.
And I liked it.
You know what?
She
It's
kept
Kim.
it so real.
Kim, I said this. You know which criticism I got last season doing Jersey Shore when I said it's good for Snooki owning it? Because if it was a guy, it wouldn't be a big deal. But because she's a girl, everyone hammers her. And I'm telling you, decades from now, they'll look back favorably on Snooki for owning who she was, for owning being fat, for owning being, you know, for loving herself, like, and how she behaved, and having as much fun as a guy would. And I agree with you. So
And
I think
Judy's
like
the
good for
same, yeah.
good for Judy. Go
Stop
And that's-
acknowledging
go
me.
And
get
that-
it, girl.
And that's why when they play the clips, everyone was laughing and in a good-hearted, fun, good-hearted way because she was owning it, and
Right.
it was just funny for everyone.
And speaking of owning it, I mean, Judy has had the best commentary for this show. You know, of course, from her stop acknowledging moment, and then she made another one tonight. She said, "Thank you, girls, for making me the star, making the show all about me."
Yep,
You
and she
girls
did.
Gave it to her.
Yeah.
Gave it to her.
That's right. And I'll tell you, she got hazed. Remember that first episode? They poured
Yeah.
alcohol on her. They terrorized her, and that girl stood and took it.
I kind of think she got coached by Natalie a little bit, though, and that commentary. That sounds like something Natalie would say. But, you
Well,
know, because didn't she
she-
say that they hung out for a little while?
Just during the love games.
Oh.
Which I think she did, but I just think that's Judy because even when they threw the liquor on her when she first was in the house, Judy never straight up retaliated right
Nope.
back. She would stand there, yes, pour it on me, bitch. Camera
Right,
time.
right.
The cameras are on me.
And I'm
then-
not leaving. No one's taking this away from me.
And then when you walk away and the cameras are on you, then I'll come at you so I can be back in the picture.
Right.
She's just really smart. Why was she out hugging trees? Probably to look crazy. Because she was hugging some damn trees. The producers
Yeah,
want that. They
and
want that voodoo doll on there.
At the end of the show tonight, she stands up and says, "I got the voodoo for you, bitches."
Yeah.
Like she used her classic line to round out the
she
show.
did. No, she definitely had the voodoo.
Yeah.
100% had
I
the voodoo.
love me some Judy.
Yep.
Then we moved on to, well, that was when Tiara was voted favorite girl. Priscilla being kicked out of the house. Again, Judy keeping it real. She was like, yeah, my face was sliced open.
But I got you out.
Wet up. But
She goes, and it hurt,
and
but
Priscilla did what I
Her
had
face
to
was
do.
dripping.
Yeah. And you just saw how mad. I love Spanish girls because you can just see
When they fume, it's beautiful. I love it. That's why I love my Angie.
Angie was shaking her foot that whole time, like, I want to go after this bitch one more time.
I love that.
And Priscilla was mad because Prez kept shutting her up. Tiara wasn't bothered by what Priscilla had to say. Like, yes, bitch, it was funny. You got milk and cereal on your face.
Yeah, she's like, I'd laugh at anybody.
Yeah. And Judy was just like, yeah, it was open, busted open. I expected her to fight me. She was like, but she did what I wanted her to do, and she was out. Really, Priscilla? Judy did me a favor. I'm actually happy. Girls, stop.
I just love the fact he brought attention to the idea that she laid there for like a couple minutes with that on her.
Because she reacted when it got thrown on her. She pretended she was out. She wasn't out. She
Yeah.
just didn't know what to do.
I think she was thinking in her head.
Yes. What do I do?
What should I do now?
What do I do? Do I just pretend it didn't even affect me?
This is going to be a national fucking television.
Yeah.
Do I get kicked off right now?
Right.
Yeah, that's what she. Yeah,
Right.
that's exactly.
I
it.
mean, what would you? I would. I get kicked off.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
totally. She's like, I wanted to go anyway.
You better run.
It's really a tough game because on the one hand, Judy took a lot of beatings but came out the winner.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't feel like Shelly, conversely, being there at the end, toasting, thinking she won for hanging out. I didn't think she was a winner. I thought she got bitched by Stassi.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, what is the? It's a really like in an odd way the bad girls game of chess.
Shelly's like last season's. What was the African American girl that was just annoying? The last season.
No, she was kind of manly-ish.
Yeah. I just thought she
I
was the
liked her
smartest
better
thing.
though, honestly.
Yeah, then Shelly,
'Cause
because
she
she was a
played the
little
game,
more
and she admitted she was playing
aggravating,
the
but
game.
it's just kind of like, no, you really didn't do much
To-
physically.
To me, honestly, all of these girls will, in Bad Girls history, I will remember them over Shelly.
Oh,
Shelly, by next season, I'll be done with, forgot about, like, oh yeah, the mad lesbian.
Yeah,
The
because at
anger
least we can
lesbian.
hate Tasha.
Yeah.
I'm new to the journey,
I
Jess, so
loved
I don't know
hating
what
Tasha.
remains to be seen.
Well,
But it's a great journey. It's been such a pleasure. Thank you for having me on it.
What did you guys think at the end about their little clips when Judy was like, I'm a star, and Cheyenne was
I
like,
think they
guess
all
I was
showed who they are. They
Yeah.
all did. It was perfect in a sense because they all showed clearly who they are. Cheyenne was like, just shrugged her
And
shoulders.
Tasha's like,
So I'm a slob.
we've got a plane to catch, making it sound like they have some important hot spot to be
Yeah.
at. No, you're going home.
You're going home.
And Shelly's like,
Yes.
Shelly's like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to the bar. And the other two are just looking at her like,
Just looking at it like, yeah, have fun at the bar.
yeah. It showed all their personalities
Yeah, like-
perfectly.
And it was interesting to see the divisiveness. Like nobody other than a couple of pairs being paired up, a couple of girls being paired up. It wasn't like, at least I've seen these reunion shows live. They all drink together to begin with, then they go out to a bar afterwards. It didn't seem like that with
No,
these
they
guys.
were going their
No, no,
separate
no.
Yeah, because
ways.
Angie looked
Right?
irritated on that couch. She was like, she's just shaking her foot. So, I mean, we're talking about the little clips at the end, right?
Yeah.
Because it was her, Shelly, and Cheyenne, right?
Yeah.
Tasha and Priscilla were in their own viewing or their own little thing, and then you had Tiara and Stassi, and then you had Angie sitting on the couch like this.
Just over, ready to go home.
Oh, we're ready to wrap it up. And as Perez said, he not going to miss them at all because he's like me. He's excited about Vegas.
Exactly. So
I'm shallow. I'm ready to move on.
We
are.
Except for
We're-
Angie. I want to see Angie
Yeah,
again.
and
but
Angie
that I
said she
will.
knows exactly where Priscilla
wanna see her
lives. That's
again.
what she said. She kept saying it over. And I know
Yeah,
where you live.
yeah, I know where you live.
live.
I know where you live.
Yeah, that
like,
was weird.
so
Now
it's
we're-
weird,
So if
right?
Priscilla gets beaten up, that's threatening.
That's what
Jacked.
Priscilla started to say that, and then
Girl.
she realized she didn't even have to say it because it's so obvious.
Right.
But
I'm going
Alright.
to talk to Angie, and don't worry, I'll get that straight
I'm
up.
so excited. We're going to head to a commercial break and then talk Vegas.
The biggest new media platform on the web just got bigger. More bandwidth, smoother streaming, lightning fast download.
Don't get technical with me.
AfterBuzz TV is making the jump to hyperspace. Join the fun at your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Look at the size of that thing.
AfterBuzz TV.
All right, we are back and we're heading into.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Still love that. I'm so glad we petitioned to keep that, Jesse. I remember like someone was like, "What's so weird?" It's I'm like, yeah, but that's AfterBuzz. We're weird. We love the Bad Girls Club.
We do love it.
All right, predictions for Vegas.
I
My
can't-
thing is Bad Girls Vegas, White Girls Revenge.
I can,
That's what I see. That white girl was just racking up points.
and I thought it's
she was
funny
connecting.
because they kept like showing us like really short previews throughout the episode. And I was like, who is this corny white girl talking about? It's the Bad Girls Club. Don't mess with my weave. And then they show us that end clip. These look like everyone in the house gets in a fight.
yeah, But Vegas is a recipe for exactly what we want on Bad Girls Club.
It's again, it should be perfect. It
And
should
I
be,
love
and the
that there's
twins too.
The twins.
And it's gonna be the twins because now you're dealing with a 2-on-1.
Yeah, it's always going to
mean,
be.
you've
They're
gotta-
never going to go against each
No.
other in this
You have
house.
more club options. You're gonna see more sex going on.
There was many more guys.
Hormones going on.
And as we were saying, like the Vegas clubs, there's so many of them, and because Vegas is so unorthodox anyway, there's gonna be plenty of unorthodox club owners that will say, you know what, bring it.
Of course.
I want. Look, nobody's coming to my club. Bring it. Bad girls love to have you. Unlike New Orleans, where they probably had like 4 or 5 clubs and that was it. So
And they could say, yeah, and you guys can have the hotel afterwards, the hotel
I'm
room.
sure they're getting
And we
the-
see so many
right.
more guys in this season.
exactly, because I think I can't tell if I'm gonna like the individual characters. They all looked a little bland to me.
They all
just
looked
initially.
prettier than
Yeah.
which probably will equal bland.
Yeah.
But as a whole, I think it'll.
But
They
they're in
just
such a
don't
they're in a
know.
but they're in a good petri dish.
You know what though, Kev? I say that every season. I'm like, I'm not gonna like the
And
girls.
then-
yeah.
And
The
I
first
end up-
episode, we never pick our favorites, but then by the second or third, it's like, oh,
Yep.
Well, it's Vegas. Are you guys coming back or what? Because I know I'm in.
January,
January 23rd.
sooner rather than later.
Oh, one last time.
One last time.
You know, we've talked about just love games. I'm not in.
You're not in.
I don't think so. What about you?
Yeah,
Me neither.
I think it's something that I just want to watch and I'll enjoy it on my own.
But no
time,
after show.
Yeah, it's not. Let's keep Bad Girls for
We'll
Bad
use it
Girls.
as reference.
Keep
for
it
later.
pure.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll,
use it
we'll
for-
use it as reference.
What about you
Yeah.
guys? Is you guys gonna watch it? Cam stuff?
I'll watch it. But
I wanna
don't
watch
know.
it.
Have you guys ever watched? I've never watched the full Love Games
Me
season,
neither.
so
Not a
I
whole
can't say
season.
I'm a fan of it. So maybe this season will get me addicted.
I watched it for Tanisha because she was the host. I believe the last time I saw.
Is
it.
she the host this time?
I
Yeah,
guess.
I think
She
I've
was
seen
good.
her on there. Yeah.
Jess, what do you get to promote?
Shoot, follow me at DJ Jesse J on Twitter.
Steph?
Steph Bauer TV.
Oh Lord, Tamakava, 777.
Spell it for us.
Just follow. Go to Steph's page. You'll find it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
At Undergaro. Tweet me. I don't do Facebook. I have a page, but
You
it's
don't
just-
do Twitter very much
don't
either,
have
I
Facebook.
noticed.
No, no,
Like
just
that.
because you know why?
You have to
Because
hit
all
them
my
up.
friends who do it, it's just my thing. Like even the celebs, it's like 5, 6, 10 a day. It's like, guys,
Yeah.
come on.
It's a lot.
So I'm
Yeah.
a polite Twitterer.
Yes.
You know, I sent some great behind backstage pictures of the Pussycat Dolls. Next week I'll be with David Blaine. I'm going to do something with him, and then maybe something with the. Well, I can't say.
For
the other
those of
one.
us that don't hang out with celebrities, we
fun
tweet every
stuff.
day about what we had for lunch.
Right.
Steph
I mean,
had a
come
Yes,
on,
Josie's
who
Place
cares?
tacos,
What
chicken
commercial
tacos.
you just did?
What?
Can we
Oh,
say-
I did a commercial yesterday as an O. Henry commercial.
Yeah.
Nice.
I did it in French and English.
Really?
Yeah, that was yesterday.
All right, guys. So until January 23rd,
Oh,
we've been keeping it real. We'll keep it real.
I'm gonna
bitch,
100%.
all the way until January 23rd.
I'm going to drink every day until then.
Well, no, well, in between
By
time,
the way, Jess,
I need you guys
wait,
to keep it classy.
I think my whole life might combust because January we're going to have that, and I think
And Jersey
Jersey
Shore.
Shore's back, and
Oh,
then there's another couple of shit shows, and The Bachelor.
Are they back on the?
Somebody approached me and wanted
Wait,
to do The
Drag
Bachelor.
Race.
and I heard that Drag Race is coming back, and I heard that we're doing Mob Wives.
Yeah. Oh no, Mob Wives. Oh my God. Really?
I mean,
Jess, I got to put a bed in the studio.
we're coming
I'm never going home.
hot mess style January, bringing in the new year with all of our favorite trash. We love it. We love you guys. Make sure you download us on iTunes. Just search AfterBuzz. Follow us on Facebook. Just find AfterBuzz.
And you can tweet us at
Yeah.
AfterBuzz TV too if you want to.
So shoot. Until next time,
Keep it real.
keep it
Bitches.
real.
Keeping it real.
Keep it real classy.
100% real, bitches.
Ass in class.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Budget later, bitches. Keep it 100.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.